Hi there, and thanks for stopping by. Now, as a startup founder, you're probably struggling with a few issues. Number one is, how do I get more traction for my product or service? Okay. How do I build my customer base? How do I connect or even begin to build my marketing to really attract people to me who want to buy my product and service? And I want to build a brand, but I really don't know where to begin, right? So if you're struggling with these few issues, then there's a solution for you, right? So I've created the 7 steps to startup marketing success. And this is a comprehensive program that will take you from 0 to 100 from a brand and marketing perspective pretty quick. It'll allow you to build your traction fast. It'll allow you to build a brand that really connects with your customers and the customers love. The first step is about brand DNA. Now, a lot of startups that I work with really don't consider marketing and branding to be too critical for them. And I feel it's the most underestimated piece of your startup business. Because quite simply, without a brand, you can't stand out in the market. Okay? You need to have a brand that people identify you with. Okay? So you need to build your brand from inside out. And so the first module really is about brand DNA. This is about stepping back and getting into the soul of your business. So we ask deep questions in this module. We look at purpose. We look at why you exist as a company, right? And what is it and what is the benefit that you bring to people with your product or service. So this is the foundation for where we are going. The next step is what I call power positioning. Now, the problem here today is that there's so many products and services that people are confused, okay? There's way too much choice. Now, 5 or 10 years ago, there was probably about 6 or 10 vendors in each category. But today, it's more like 20 or 30. So it's pretty crowded out there. So you need to stand out with your product and service. And people need to know what is different about you, right? Why should I buy from you? How are you solving my problem? And so that's what positioning will do. So in power positioning, we really give you the edge and chisel away and highly define what it is that your product is offering and what positioning and perception can you own in your customer's mind, which is so important today to being successful. Otherwise, you tend to be diluted and you be all things to everyone. And that is the biggest problem that I'm seeing today with the startups that I work with. They really can't define what their product or service is, and they haven't really positioned it in the market. And immediately, you tend to fail because people don't get you. They don't know, why you're different, why should I buy from you, and what is it that you're offering to me. So with this module, we really cut to the chase and really define that positioning for you, which is so critical to your success. The third step is customer clarity. This is a deep dive about your customer. Really going to understand what makes your customer tick, right? We're going to design customer personas. We're going to figure out their pain points, their frustrations, their aspirations and goals, because that's what the marketing is all about. You need to hit them right there. You need to be helpful. You need to solve their problems, right? But you need to understand from their perspective what it is that's missing in their lives that you can fill in, right? So this is so important. So we'll look at customer journeys, we'll look at customer personas, and we'll really craft here the ideal customer that you're going after so you can really zero in and fine-tune your marketing to your customer. This, for me, is really important, and so many startups miss this very important step, and that's why their marketing doesn't work. The next step is marketing intelligence. Now, we've got your brand DNA figured out, okay? We've got your positioning figured out, we've got your customer clarity figured out, and now we move into the marketing strategies. So this is really about designing your marketing funnel. Now, as a startup, you probably don't have a lot of resources, right? And you need maximum bang for your buck. So you need to understand what are the key strategies that I'm going to take to be able to reach my custom audience, right? So this is about really those fine-tuning marketing strategies that are really going to deliver the traction that you're looking for and get your message to the right person at the right time. So here we're going to design the marketing funnel. We're going to see what can attract your customers, how to convert them, and eventually also how to delight them. So look at the multiple stages of this marketing funnel and what is it going to take to really deliver those customers and move them through this funnel so they ultimately convert for you. The next step, number 5, is what I call killer content. Now, a lot of startups jump right into the content part of it, right? And they start creating content, they start creating ads and posts without even figuring out all the other steps in terms of, what is it that we need? What is the strategies that we're looking at from a marketing perspective? What is our brand? So this one, now that you've figured all these other parts out, you can now talk about your content strategy. You don't want to be doing something called pray and spray, really, where you send out messages across the universe and expect people to respond to them. No. This is about highly focused messages and strategies that are going to really attract the right customer to you. Today, it's increasingly hard to reach people. Just look at the number of messages we see on a daily basis. Look at our news feeds on social media. It's hard to even get friends posts in the middle of all the sponsored content. We become immune to advertising. We don't look at banners anymore. We have ad blockers running. So how do you create the content that's so compelling that your customers will gravitate to you for, that will help them achieve their goals, which they will act on, convert, and ultimately convert for you? We'll also look at email marketing and how you can create a drip email strategy to really connect with your customer at all the various touch points along their customer journey. We'll look at ads. We'll look at Facebook and Instagram ads and see how you can build custom audiences and really hyper-target your customer. And we'll also look at retargeting, which is a great way to eventually help convert a lot of customers for you. A lot of startups that I see either create end conversion contents or they're selling too fast. And so we'll look at overall, what is the content strategy that you need to create? What is the type of content that's best suited for your product or service? And again, applying your brand lens on top of that and making sure that that content is on brand for you. So this is really a critical piece. The next step is metrics. And it's really about measuring what matters. Now, I meet a lot of startup founders and everyone's kind of drowning in big data. There's just way too much of it. And nobody knows what exactly to look at. What are the metrics that I need to look at that's really going to move the needle for my company, for my business? And so this step teaches you what is critical for you to look at. We'll look at what's working on your website. We'll look at customer lifetime value. We'll look at customer acquisition costs. We'll look at conversion metrics through various aspects of your marketing funnel. And so you get an understanding of what you should be looking at that is critical for you, for your business, that's really going to move the needle for you. So you don't get distracted with too much data, but you're focused and you know exactly what to look for. And there's a 7 bonus step. Yes, I've included a special extra step for you called customer love. Now, quite simply, without customers, you don't have a business. In this step, you get all the deep insights and the strategies for customer retention. Right? Now, you know that 80% of your business probably comes from 20% of your customers. So your loyal customers are very, very important to your business. Now, the question is, as a startup, everyone's chasing new customers because we want to show traction, we want to show growth. But what about the ones that you have? So you need to really nurture them and make sure that they're returning and buying from you again and again. And this is what I call customer love. This is going beyond loyalty to really creating customer relations that go beyond loyalty to customer love. The customer is going to love your brand. So we'll look at companies that are really excelling in this, right? We'll look at Zappos, we'll look at Airbnb, we'll look at Disney, Nordstrom. So there's several examples and case studies that we'll be looking at, and some how are they creating these amazing relationships that create this customer love and drive return business. And that's what you get with this module. As you can see, the 7 Steps to Startup Marketing Success program is a very comprehensive workshop, okay? It's taken into account all the various pieces that you need to put into place to build a strong brand and to really deliver marketing that connects with your customers and drives traction for your business. I believe it's the most comprehensive brand and marketing workshop that's specially designed for startups. Take the critical step to taking your business to the next level from your brand and marketing perspective. Join the workshop. Share your experiences. There'll be other founders there, so it'll be a great opportunity to share what's working and what's not as well, and great networking opportunities. So I look forward to seeing you there and in helping you to take your business that you've put so much effort, blood, sweat, and tears into, to take that to the next level.